welcome back to my channel. Today we are getting into a super fun look. By the way, my name is Kaylin Chase. Welcome. Thank you so much for hanging with me in my video. Today we are going to get into Valentine's Day looks, and I want to do three kind of different levels. I want to do something that's a little more subtle, two a little intermediate, and then a little harder, or a little bit more adventurous, you could say. It's really not hard at all. But we're going to get into the Amrezy palette, and let me tell you, I have not played with this palette. Oh, and I should mention, I did not get this in PR, because I'm on like no PR lists, but I did go to Ulta and I got it, and it came with three cute little like sample size things, so if you guys are wanting to get it, I don't know how long they'll have like the little gift with purchase thing, but you get the little eye primer, which this is my favorite this is my favorite eye primer. And then you get, what is this, Parfait lip gloss. This is a really pretty, just like rosy color. And then you also get Dead Roses matte lipstick. This first look is definitely going to be a signature kind of soft glam moment, something that I do all the time, but I want it to be something that's kind of fun for you guys if you're going on a first date, maybe not a first date. You want to give them a little bit of the sauce, but not the whole secret of the sauce. But I'm really getting inspired by New Yorker, and no, I am not just saying it in that funny New York accent. They literally spell it New Yorker instead of New Yorker, which I do appreciate. And then I really like OG. I also think that Liddy would be a really fun kind of pop on the eye for a first day if you're just like, again, wanting to give just a little bit of the sauce, a little bit of the spice, but you don't want to give it all away. You don't want them to know exactly what they're working with, but you want them to have a hint, okay? So let's get into this kind of first date soft glam neutral vibe. So I'm going to first go in with, I'm loving OG. It's a little warmer than New Yorker, and I'm just using an M433 brush. I love this brush. It's an essential. And I'm just gonna use this as a transition shade. Damn, she pigmented, okay? We're just going to work that in. So I'm just going back in windshield wiping motions. I feel like that's the weirdest things, saying like windshield wiping motions. I'm going back and forth, like the tail on a dog. Since I have hooded eyes, as always, I'm bringing it up above my crease, and I'm putting it right on that brow bone. Okay, so let's talk about first dates. Getting into this next color, we're gonna go in with Wasted, something you should never do on your first date. I highly recommend capping yourself at 2 drinks. If you're not eating it all that day, if you're at elevation, as we are here in Denver, I highly recommend capping yourself very early on in the night, because you just don't want that to happen, you know what I'm saying? I'm stamping it on my lid, and I am pressing it on my inner corner as well. Holy crap, this is such a, oh my god, this is so pretty. Oh my god, she's obsessed. There is a lot of kickback in the pan, but like, I'm telling you guys that, but that's not something I really care about in the slightest. Like, I know that some people are like, oh my god, kickback in the pan, and I'm just like, oh, we care about that? Like, I didn't know that we cared about that, but I guess we do. So there is kickback in the pan, if you're just wondering. I'm just dragging a little bit of that color underneath. I'm just going to take this brush that comes in the palette, and I'm going to dip it into OG again, and I'm just going to darken up what I have already done right there where the colors meet, just so that it has a little bit more of a punch to it. And then I am letting it drift off into the night, as you should not do on your first date. You know what I'm saying? But no judgment, no shade. For a pop, we're gonna go in with Liddy, which is something you definitely should do on your first date. Get lit, girl. Like, just have a good time. Oh my god, this is, oh girl. Putting it on with my finger because that is just the way to go with glitters, you know? Liddy is such a pretty color because it's this like rose gold look, and I am just living. Just packing it on in that nice little like center area. Now, is this really a subtle look for a first date? I don't really know, but it doesn't matter. So I'm picking up that 1988 on my M433 brush, and I'm going to stamp it here at the end. I like to do those kind of like looks and not so much the rounded eye look. It just doesn't suit my face, but if it does suit your face, just stop right here and don't keep stamping out. Don't stamp it. I'm just blending this into that transition shade that I did, and then I'm going to blend it into these glitters as well. Let's talk about 2020. I'm so sorry this is my first video of 2020. I did not want to do that to you guys, but I will say this year is starting off to be the best year of my entire life. So I just want to say thank you for waiting for me to get this video up, my first video of 2020. I seriously did not want to do that, so I'm very, very sorry. Okay, I need to reinforce a little bit of that glitter up top, so that's what I'm going to do. Just stamping them. By the way, I'm also using my Morphe 224 brush. So where the crease looks like it's cut, I like to take the top and kind of like ease it out the farthest, and then bring it in as you go lower. So it kind of has this like gradient. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of OG, and I'm just going to use that right here. I'm taking the leftover OG in 1988 on my brush, and I am smoking out that bottom. And I get messy with this. I like to go as low as possible. I just think it looks so good. Like a smoky bottom looks bomb. While we're on this like first date look, let me give you guys some more tips for first dates. 1. Don't tell him where you live. Not the first night. Don't tell her where you live. Unless it's like, oh God. Unless it's like someone that you've known for a long time, just keep that stuff for yourself, to yourself for a while, because hello, Ted Bundy. Hello, just protect yourself, okay? Make sure that you're smart and just be safe. Tell your friends where you are. Share your location with a friend. Okay, I know I said this was going to be like a subtle look, but this is not turning out to be the most subtle look. I'm kind of just playing with it, and I'm sorry, but you're sharing a lot of the sauce with this, and I think that's okay. By the way, for my lip, I'm using 1.5 Nude by Kim Kardashian in the lip liner and in the lip color. I'm using a little bit of Lashtopia for my lashes. So for lashes, we're going to use 421s by Ardell. I love these. I also really love Muse lashes by Kiss. I know a lot of people aren't super into synthetic lashes, but I love them, and I think people need to just like get on the bandwagon. So let's get these little babies on. Alright, so this is it for the soft, neutral glam look. I wanted to keep it kind of rose gold, and I hope that you guys like this. Let me know if this is one that you're going to try, and without further ado, let's get into the next one. So I'm just going to do what I did on this eye. On this eye, I am going to use my Morphe M441 brush. I'm going to pounce into this 3 times, maybe 4 or 5 times, and then kick off all the excess, and really place it into this outer corner. And then I'm going to work on diffusing it out to the brow bone, and then also I'm going to place it right here on the inner corner as well. And then we're just going to build this color up. And we're kind of doing like a half moon. I want to leave the center nice and bright with the foundation base that I've already got on there. I'm not using a base at all. I have no Anastasia product or anything, so you guys can like see how pigmented this is with no base. A lot of times I don't use a base when I'm doing like everyday makeup. I usually use the bases only for like fun makeup looks, just because I just don't always see the need. I'm stamping and then I'm whisking it into the brow just so that we get that V, because you guys know that I like my V looks. I'm a V kind of girl. So now I'm just going to pick up my Morphe M167 brush, and I'm going to use this to dip into the pink again, the Reezy color. And then I'm going to really press this, focusing it on the lid. And then we're going to diffuse it into the rest of the shadow, but I really want to get that color on the lid. Same on the inner corner. And then I'm taking whatever's left over on the brush and just kind of connecting those two. Anastasia palettes do not fail. Like, they are such good palettes. I'm just taking this soft, I think this was an IT Cosmetics brush, but it literally has no label on it. So just take whatever soft brush you have, and then we're going to work on diffusing this. So this is more of like a soft glam look, but I feel like pink, if you are more of an everyday kind of girl and you like to kind of stay in the neutral zone like I do, this still is a little bit more fun for Valentine's Day. So if this is something you guys are going to try, let me know in the comments below. I want to hear. I'm putting Wasted right there in the center, and then I'm going to work it all the way up. Just like softly patting it. And kind of like a triangle, by the way. It gets wide here and then it gets thinner as you go. Don't worry about like getting this perfect is really not a big deal. Okay, so actually I'm really loving this dragon color right here, and I'm getting like a sunset vibe from my eyes right now, so I'm going to put a little bit of dragon on my eyes as well. I'm just picking it up with that same finger. I'm just gonna work it on the outsides of this little triangle. Oh my god. Oh, this color is beautiful. Are you kidding me? You're kidding. This is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is like a sunset. Oh, we love sunsets. Okay, now I'm gonna take a little bit of barb, literally like the smallest amount of barb, because barb, like Liddy, is very intense. So I'm literally picking up the smallest amount, although that looks like a lot. And I'm just gonna press it onto my lid. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of New Yorker, and I'm just going to put that on the bottom. Getting this smudgy look on your bottom lash is literally so easy, you guys. Also, it is really great for hiding any creasing that you get from your concealers. So, there you go. So I'm going to take a little bit of Semsa. I really hope that I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I'm going to use that to create a little bit of a liner moment. Just going to stamp it right here and work it out into the outer corner and create this kind of like soft liner. I love shadow liner. I'm a big fan of this trend. And then I kind of use this to hold all that shadow in place. It kind of like gives it like a sharper look. You know? So I'm just taking the color, sweeping it from my liner into my brow bone and working it across my lid. I'm just following my brow bone, working it across my eye. I want it to be like nice and sharp here, but I do want it to be diffused up here. So I'm just taking my blending brush, I'm just working it into this upper line just to soften that so we still have this like gradient of colors. I'm picking up a little bit of Anastasia and I'm placing it right here in the center to really like bring that brightness back. And then I'm just going to softly bring it over just so that it diffuses into this inner corner pink. So I'm thinking for my eyes, I want to do Corset by Kiss Lashes. They're like thick and then they get thin, thick and thin, thick and thin. It kind of just like opens your eye up a little bit more, but also doesn't swallow them up as much as a lash that is thick all the way through might. So I'm going to try this lash and let's see how this one looks. For mascara, I'm using the Lashtopia by Bare Minerals. I love this mascara. I love it so much. So, highly recommend.
Amazing gold is eyes, but my heart still beats. When I say no, it's yes. I'm putting you to the.
There's already a little bit of New Yorker on the lower lash line, but I do want to go in with a little bit of Semsa. Oh my god, love. I'm just gonna work this across the lash line. I always get like a little gap right here, so I'm just stamping it right into that little like teary spot. It has like this really nice kind of sunset gradient when you mix it with New Yorker, my bad, I'm sorry. But it looks really good when you kind of mix the two because it goes from this purple to almost this like pinky orange and then into New Yorker. I'm using New Yorker to also smudge out the very bottom on both the wing and the lower lash line. I'm picking up a little bit of Anastasia and I'm using that on the inner corner. Love this mascara. I love it so much. They are one of the only brands of PR that I am like the only PR list that I'm really on. And I got this in PR. I got it in PR. And I honestly really love this mascara so much that I've already gone through 2 tubes and I went back to get another one. I also got some for my mom for Christmas because my mom's like a mascara whore. And so, yeah, now she loves it. Everyone loves it. I don't love the bristles on it. I wish that it was a little bit more precise, but I always feel like I can get like it really coated, which I really love. So I'm taking these out. I'm gonna twistle my hair a little bit. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of this Parfait lip gloss that I got with my gift with purchase into the center of my lips. Hopefully this pairs well. I don't know if it does. It kind of ties in that like New Yorker color. Alright, so here is look 2 using the Amrezy palette for your little Valentine's Day plans or date, whatever. This does not have to be for Valentine's Day, but this is Valentine's Day inspired given that it is so pink and fresh and cute and lovey. So, cue the montage. Literally, my desk is such a mess. I have no idea where like anything is when I'm doing this. Okay, so now I'm taking Full Cover by Makeup Forever. This is such a bomb full coverage concealer. If you are looking for a full coverage concealer and you are a full coverage hoe like me, literally give it a try. It is fire. It is pretty dry, so you don't really need to set it. I didn't set it today, so there you go. But we're going to use that. I'm just going to use my finger to get this all over my lid. I love it. 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 If I am using an eye primer, I really like to use the Anastasia one, just as a heads up. I know that everyone loves Pia Louise. I have personally not tried it, but maybe I should try it. I heard it's a little bit more liquidy, so that to me just says that it's more of like a concealer consistency. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll try it. Okay. And I like to work it all the way up to my brow because there's nothing worse than seeing that like pink skin tone color coming through next to like perfectly covering concealer. Sorry, sometimes you guys, I'm literally not that good with my words. Like, just know that now. Just know that now. Normally, I would set my concealer with like a Laura Mercier powder before we go in, but I personally don't feel the need to set this concealer because it is pretty dry compared to others. Okay, so this third look, we're going to do a blue to kind of purple gradient. So I'm going to go in with Leo and we're going to gradiate it into cupcake. It's cupcake. They didn't spell that as cupcake. And this one's going to be such an easy look, so I hope you guys like this one. So I'm going to map out my eye with New Yorker. I literally love that color. I'm going to map it out. I always do this. It's so pigmented. I honestly should have picked up a little bit less, but that's okay. I'm just going to use it, work it into my contour, work it into my brow bone. I do this with a lot of my eye looks just because it gives me like a nice little map of what I want to do. So I'm going to pick up Leo with this M433 brush. She's a guru. And then I'm going to, actually I'm not going to take that kickback off. I'm going to leave it on there and I'm just going to stamp that right on the outer corner. Save it into the brow bone. Cool. Got quite the fallout, but you know what? I was asking for that because I didn't get rid of the kickback. Let's see how this comes off. Oh! It came off. No problem. Taking it into the brow bone. It can be messy. Don't you stress, my sweet little angel. Sorry. I'm probably the most annoying person on YouTube, literally. And then I'm going to take my MAC 224 brush, my Old Faithful. I know that some YouTubers are like, oh, I can't break a nail on camera, or like, I can't use a broken brush on camera, it's so gross. But I don't care. So if you do care, just know, I don't care. So we're going to just take this and blend that out. This brush is so good and I paid so much damn money for this brush that I'm going to use it, okay? Until the bristles fall off. Now I'm going to pick up this like shimmery purple cupcake color with my MAC 224 brush and we're going to press that into my lid. This is like a super diffused, easy look, so don't you stress. No precision needed here. I'm picking up a little bit more of Leo and I'm going to press that in one more time. And I'm not putting this all the way up on my brow bone. I'm stopping at my brow bone so that it still is diffused up there. Do the same thing on this side. Okay, then I'm going to take a soft brush and I'm going to blend out the brow bone. I'm also going to pick up Cupcake with this brush. This is just like a Bare Minerals brush. It just came in the mail. It's their Seamless Blend and Smudge brush. Using the softer brushes in a patting motion does just get more color transfer. I'm using the other side of the brush to pick up the blue. I'm just going to do the same thing. And this is such a fun color, so I'm going to blend it out into my temple. So I'm just taking a little bit of the full cover, putting it on the back of my hand, and I'm using this Pro Concealer brush by Ulta. Now I know this isn't as Valentine's Day-y as the previous looks, but it's just like these colors had to be used, you know? Like, I had to use them. I could not use them. I guess this would be the look for the like Adventurous the adventurous day, you know? Going to an escape room, you want them to see you from a mile away. Vibes, let's go. I'm taking a little bit of Anastasia, placing it right there on the inner corner. This is like a Valentine's Day look. Like you're going to go hang out with your girlfriends. This isn't so much the like hanging with the boy kind of look. I'm gonna take a little bit of OG and place that on the bottom lash line. Again, smudging it out. You guys know I'm crazy obsessed with smudging out the bottom. So to finish off the eyes, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Heavy Metal, their liquid glitter liner. I love this one. This is the purple one, and this is called Studio, and this is glitter. So you can be like super messy with this. It does not have to be perfect. And I'm just taking it and lining my lash line with it, and then I'm bringing it out to the tail. Does not have to be perfect at all. And then I'm going to take like a little bit, put it right here in the center of the bottom lid. Just a little. Last thing before mascara, we're going to use this NYX. This is just like a crayon liner. It's in their violet or purple shade. And I'm going to use this to line my lash line just to kind of give it a little bit of a smoke. And then I'm going to use it on the bottom as well, just on my lash line. I'm just putting my mascara on. I took off my nude lip because I felt like it was a little too much for this look, so I'm going in with the ColourPop. This is their Lippy Pencil in, what shade is this? This is in, I can't see it with the lights, Bumble, and I'm just going to use this to line my lips. And then I'm just going to go over it with a little bit of Frankie Rose Cosmetics. This is in Fashionista. So for this look, I'm going to use these So Fresh. These are Anne Cash lashes. I'm going to use these ones for my eye. They have like a nice cat eye look to them. So I just cut a little bit off of them and we're going to put them on my eye. The Lord is with us. Thank heavens. Okay, we need to put a little bit more mascara on that bottom lash because it's a little heavy on the top and there's not enough going on down below. Yeah, I don't think I like a glossy lip with this, but I can't find any of my lip colors, so whatever. Brady went out and got me a matcha latte. What a precious gem. Please tell me I'm not the only one who needs to use like a close-up mirror every time they do mascara. I'm back. I put pins in my hair because my hair was getting in the way, but the lipstick saga continues. I cannot find a lip color that I really feel suits this look aside from my natural lip color, and that's just not going to work because you can see the foundation. I feel like Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury would be the best, but then I also have this one. This is Nobody's Baby by ILIA, and so I'm going to use that. This is just like a peachy one, so I think this might tie in the blush. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I actually kind of like this. I don't want gloss. I feel like that's just like too much, too many things like happening, you know what I mean? Okay, actually this is the best choice. I do wish this was a little bit more matte, but beggars can't be choosers at this point, you know? There's still something about this that I'm not liking. I think I'm going to put a little bit more of OG down below. Sometimes when I'm doing makeup looks, like it's the final touches that kind of bring everything together. So if you're looking in the mirror and you're like, oh, there's something that's like not done, like there's something not done here, like play around and see what you feel like makes the look feel complete. Sometimes it's just a matter of adding more on the bottom, or just like cleaning up your creases, or playing with your mascara, adding more mascara. So just play around with it, and if you feel like you want to add a little bit more, add a little bit more, take a little bit off, like do you. I would recommend, if you're going to do this last look, definitely use Pillow Talk or like a peachy lip like this one. I would have liked it to be a little bit more matte because there's a lot going on the eyes, so I don't want too much going on my lips, but I have no idea where any of my lip colors are. So I'm gonna suck it up and move on with my day. But I hope that this is like a fun one. This is definitely more of like a Valentine's look, and the first two were more like a date night look, and this is more of like, I'm hanging with the girls, we're gonna go have fun, we're gonna go find some cute new boys. Not me though, because I am married. But yeah, I hope that you guys liked all three of these looks. The Amrezy palette is absolutely stunning, and I'm still like, I've been playing with this like all day and it still gives me President's Daughters vibes. So if you guys know that movie and you feel like nostalgic when you look at this, please let me know in the comments. If you guys do decide to play with any of these 3 looks that I did here today, please tag me on Instagram. I want to see what you guys are doing. Oh, also you can tag me on TikTok, Twitter. I am at Kaylin Chase. I changed my Instagram handle because it's getting a little tired of people saying, oh my god, Cordelia. I did this like meet and greet and everyone was like, oh my god, Cordelia, and I'm like, yeah, okay. So I just wanted everyone to start to remember my name, know who I am, and I feel like I prefer to know people's actual names when I'm looking at them on YouTube or looking at them on Instagram. So I changed my Instagram handle to my name, Kaylin Chase, Kailinchase. So if you're looking for me, I will be there on every single social media platform. So yeah, tag me if you guys do play with any of these looks because I love to see you guys taking your spin on everything that I try. And let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below. I want to say thank you for hanging on and waiting for this first video. January was like a test month, okay? So we are finally in 2020 officially. So I am so excited for what we have got to do because it is not going to be all neutrals this year. Although I am a neutrals kind of girl, I am so excited. We are going to play with color. We're going to do new looks. I kind of want to play with drag. We're just going to spice it up here, okay? So until next time, I love you guys. Mwah! Bye, beauties.
Starting now on Amazon Music.
Okay, bye, for real.